Mm-hmm.
All right, Flip. All right, I got a question for y'all. The dirty hit on Travis Hunter.
That was it was some bullshit, bro. I don't see
He'll get a fine. He would get a fine in the league for sure.
I don't see how it wouldn't. I don't know. I feel like there was a play, bro. That shit could have got the game out of hand, though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it could have. I mean, it did on the field.
Ball was clearly overthrown, bro. Like, he should have been ejected. Like, I don't know. I ain't like that shit. Not just because I played receiver, but like just on some.
Nah, definitely was
the whole move with me, bro. Like, I was talking to Diamond, bro. I said, bro, like number 11 would pay for that shit, bro.
Yeah,
like, nigga, like I'm gonna make sure at some point in time in this game, bro, you gonna feel me, bro. Like, yeah, like, nigga, if I seen that shit happen to Scotty or Josh or somebody, like, no, okay, coach, call this. Like, I don't put me in a position, maybe get me close to him. You know what I mean?
I told Taj at halftime that I was a little bit disappointed for that. What you just said, I was like, if the refs don't kick him out, whatever, right? But if he's still in that game, dude has to pay. Like, dude has to catch a lick from somebody at some point. You got to. Someone has to pay it back. Like, and I felt like, because right when it happened, I was like, ooh, we about to, like, okay, this game started out weird, but it's about to get weird. It's about to get crazy now. We're about to start hammering.
You gotta put a backup in because
they didn't let it fuel them. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta put a backup in because you ain't gonna lose a starter.
Yeah, yeah. Like,
I'm gonna do it in between the whistles. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be legal, but it's gonna be violent though, nigga. You know what I mean? It's gonna be violent though, nigga. Like,
oh no, you would easily be the biggest receiver they got. They don't look. They got. Let me keep it a buck. Colorado State lost that game. They had way too many penalties. They really only stopped themselves with penalties. If they had played a clean game, Colorado would have lost that game. Now, Colorado won, but Colorado State also lost.
We got out of there lucky, for sure.
Kind of got a little bit of luck goes into it. So we got away with garbage, and we didn't come in the second half really killing it. No.
There were multiple moments where I thought that they would turn it up. Like, this is an obvious turn-up moment. And
they were bleeding us. Then, boom, they get a penalty. Boom, another penalty.
But I mean,
false start, nigga. Just
the exact same point. We had equal amount. We had equal penalties though. We had about 8.
No, we didn't. They had about 6.
Bro, we had procedure penalties on the offensive line. I saw
moving.
We had like 8. They had like 14. It was something like that. Maybe 15.
It was definitely a difference. It was a good gap.
Yeah,
it was a good gap.
But they kind of get there,
Colorado
right?
States were timely. They were timely bad. And the thing is, the penalties they got aided the last touchdown drive for us.
I'm looking it up.
They got 2 penalties, and they kicked number 8 out of the game, who was killing us. Kamara,
yeah.
He was killing us, dog. He was getting after us, bro. They kicked him out the game, which is karma because they got a cheap shot on buddy.
Yeah,
he took one of our best players out the game. They took their best player out the game in crunch time.
He would have got kicked out. He would have got fined for that same hit, bro. That to me, that shit look dangerous.
I'm not saying we discussed that. I agree that's definitely you can't grab him, bear hug, or squeeze him, and drive him down on the ground.
And drive him.
You can't do that. You're getting fined. You're getting fined every time. Even though at first I was like, that ain't roughing because I thought he got there within a step. Because he threw it and it was step, he hit him. So I thought that was fair. But then you realize the guy, his helmet hit him in the chin.
It was the targeting, yeah. But then
he squeezed and dumped him. Yeah, trying to hurt him.
I think the hit he might have got away with.
He made it personal.
The driving is what got him.
He made it personal.
Mm-hmm.
And personally got his ass personally kicked out the game.
I said to my wife, I said, bro, he played such a good game. Every NFL scout was looking to do like, holy shit. And then he ended it so badly with the face mask, turnaround, and the personal foul, kicked out the game. It's like, bro, you just you just left the bag on the field, bro. Like you was just.
So.
Oh,
yeah,
he'll
bounce back. He's
gonna be fine. But like,
as a former scout, I'm looking at that like, nigga, don't do this. And you know what I'm saying?
Right,
like, I need.
We can coach that.
Yeah, you need him, but we coach the penalties out of him.
I'm saying based off tonight, he's easily a fourth rounder.
Yeah. I only seen him.
If he keeps doing this,
played four quarters. Yeah.
If he keeps doing like he did tonight, he gonna be all right.
He was all right out there.
He looked good. 14 looked good. 4 looked good. They had like 4 or 5 dudes. The tight end, my God, he looked good. Like for both sides, but they had about 4.
Number 5. Number 5 was balling. Norton was
14.
That was 14. 14.
Mm-hmm. 14.
He literally had like, and I'm exaggerating a little bit, but he had like 20 catches for like 120. Yeah, man had like a 10-yard average on every catch. I was like, this is the most dink and dunk, but he just kept snagging it.
How many down the field throws did y'all see from Colorado State?
I didn't see neither one. Well, Shedeur went up the seam a few times.
No. I'm saying
Colorado State went. Let me see. No. Besides this, they
had that one comeback on the sideline where he had that like really great catch, 14. But like he was literally like falling out of bounds.
5 got 2 touchdowns, and they were pretty intermediate passes. One was like actually a crosser, and he snagged it and he took up field.
He looked good. He looked good, man. I'm telling you, y'all got to watch that play.
Which call got randied? I remember one of the kids got randied.
Randy.
He got randied. One of the kids got randied. Look, Colorado State, it got some big receivers, bro. The crazy thing is, what's crazy about some games, about certain games, is you could feel the energy in the very beginning of how the other team comes out. You sense this weird, like, hey, they ain't scared.
Yeah,
they coming today.
They coming. It was like, but I feel like that's always. I feel like that's always like that rivalry though. Colorado State, like I don't be thinking they on my level, but they not scared of me either though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And in football, sometimes that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Right? Like y'all might be more talented, but we don't give a fuck. Like we're here to play too. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all I'm
gonna hit you until you beat me, but I'm gonna hit you though. Yeah.
Exactly. Like and in those games, that's why they made the term trap game, right? It's a trap game because it's a game you're supposed to win, but it's a game you're supposed to dominate, and the other team shows up playing on a different level. You know what I'm saying? Looking different than they looked on all the film you just watched. They came out looking way different. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, absolutely, bro. They ain't never ran these routes. What the hell we went over?
Like who is this dude? Like I don't even know this number. But you just got him.
Yeah, that happens.
I'm telling you, man. I flip. Okay, y'all. We gotta talk about momentum. Okay. Momentum is a bitch. And I don't think the average fan really understands what momentum does to a game. And if you do not do something to counter negative momentum, you will get your ass whooped. And and you'll look up and not understand how it happened. And we could not change the momentum to save our lives until the end of the game.
What's behind you?
It's a workout bench, right?
No. Are you like in a classroom? You got an atlas behind you?
Oh, this is a map. This is a map.
I know. Yeah, that's an atlas. What? What's he doing? Where's he at?
He's in the gym. He working out. He getting it in.
Nah, gyms don't got that type of roof.
He was mad about the game.
Ain't no gym got that ceiling.
That's that classroom ceiling, huh?
That's some office space.
That's that elementary school ceiling. That's the elementary
He's in a cubicle. He's in a portable.
I gotta go, bro. I might be back. If not, I don't know.
Hey, we catch you on the flip.
All right,
hey, you see the lights going off too? Hey, something's up. The lights are going off.
What were you feeling throughout that game? I know what I was feeling.
I was like, I don't want this other coach to end up being right. I don't want him to have the last laugh. I just didn't want.
I was talking about I was thinking about how I was gonna have to not eat crow, but like emotionally wrap my head around the game, talk about the game, and try to glean some positive out of an L like this, and just how mad I was gonna be if that dude walked away with a win. That dude.
Yeah, I didn't. I just And when it was like 28 to like 17 at some point or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was just
down 2 scores at one point.
I was like, this is not good.
We were down 2 scores, and I thought to myself, we got plenty of time, but and the big old booty in that butt was we have to make a shift. The momentum has to shift. And if we don't, this ain't gonna work out the way. This ain't gonna be the fairy tale story. Like, we got plenty of time, but we are down 2 scores, middle of the third. Like, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't think it deflates anything. At the end of the day, I think the average person will be like, we won. And they'll talk about the resilience. They'll talk about that last drive. They'll talk about overtime, right? Like, it was a rivalry, so there's intensity in the game, and this kind of shit.
Emotions run high in these type of games.
But X's and O's in football, it's like, okay, like if that happens against Oregon, that happens against USC, we will get our ass whooped. If we can't turn around the momentum.
We could say that. You don't know. We don't know. Maybe Colorado State's better than we think.
Okay. Flip. It's something you said on the last one, and it just played out true today, right? And I think I was talking about how we was gonna slap somebody. I was gonna slap Utah, right? And you was like, I don't know, man. You was like, I don't know. Like, they got to play the games, and I'm like, of course, you're right. They got to play the game, but this is a perfect example. This is football just reminding you that it's football, right? Like, they put their pads on, they put their helmets on just like we do, and they got a lot to play for, a lot of pride too. They've been getting beat up all week, you know what I'm saying, in the media and everywhere else. They've been watching this show. Like, think about how you would feel if you was on CSU's team. If I was on CSU team, I'd be out there trying to kill somebody. I'd be out there playing my hair.
Absolutely. It's pride. It's pride on the line.
It's pride. It's pride is on the line, right? And when you're between the lines, all the other shit don't matter. And I think what you said on the last one played out so perfectly in this game that, like, yeah, we should beat them 10 times out of 10 on an even surface, right? On an even surface. But, like, you still got to play the game. They could show up and be different. And that's what happened, right? Like, you still got to put it together. You still got to score touchdowns. You still got to make tackles. Like, you can't just show up and call the dub, even if on paper.
Because this is the crazy, insane thing, and this is obviously a hypothetical. We haven't seen them do it, but not meaning they can't do it. But if Colorado goes out and puts up 40-13 against Oregon, now people are, what against Colorado State with Oregon? Like, it's matchups.
It's matchups.
Tonight was their big receivers versus our little DBs.
And bro, you've seen it play out multiple times in all 3 games. The matchups were so different, and we looked so different against each team.
I don't know if I'm tripping. Maybe Travis Hunter is that much bigger than everybody else.
Okay,
he's like a giant out there compared. Well, Wood, the white kid, the safety,
43.
He's a baller though.
He gets in
there. But obviously, it's like I don't know.
But 14 is also like 6'2", 6'3", right?
So, no, he looked big. A couple of them look big. The tight end looked decent size, like 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah, no,
like, he's Colorado State looked decent size, to be honest. I didn't really notice how, I guess, smaller we looked until we faced them, maybe because they're taller. They just got
we looked body for body comparable to, which is crazy to think about, TCU and Nebraska. But for whatever reason, you're right. Like, and we're going to get them. Coach said they're coming. But, like, these are things we're going to have to overcome, right? Because, like you said, we put it on tape. And what's on tape, these coaches are going to exploit these matchups.
Oh, man. What happened tonight is going to happen for the next few weeks until they can figure out how to stop it. And they're good coaches, so they should be able to figure out how to stop it. So actually stop the run a little bit, but just in times when they needed to stop it, they couldn't. And that's the tough part. Overall, like, it's 50-50 because when they needed 3 yards, they would get 6. When they needed 1, they get 13. Like, it was just more like you're not stopping the bleeding.
Not at all.
Right, and then they get just doubled underneath on 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, doubled underneath, and they get 7 yards. It's like,
I think that was the part of the game that it frustrated me the most, but I understood why, right? But like we couldn't stop the bleeding, but at a certain point you realize like we can only hope to slow this down and maybe make a big play, make a turnover, something like that, right? Which we ended up doing. We got some timely,
of those big turnovers, so that helped huge.
Okay, Flip. Yeah, I think he's at the station because he said if you hear sirens and stuff, just I gotta go.
Oh, forgot that. Oh, he's at the job, huh?
Yeah, he's at the job. He's at the firehouse right now, I think.
I didn't know he was.
Oh yeah, he's on. Like he's on right now. All right, so listen. I was thinking about you when this happened. When Travis got hurt, when this has happened to you in the league, how hard is it for a defensive coordinator, a defense the players on the field to recover from losing your lockdown corner? Because a lockdown corner allows you to do so much more on defense. And when you don't have that, some of the glaring weaknesses emerge. And I feel like that's a big part of the storyline of what happened today. Like, we're able to look good when Travis Hunter is shutting down a whole side of the field. Like, how did y'all adjust to that? Like, what does that do to a team and a defense? You know what I mean?
I would like to have seen them in this game because I feel like this team would have challenged them.
Yeah.
Based on their concepts. They would have had to. And I don't think they were scared either.
Yeah. 14 wasn't scared. He definitely wasn't
scared. Not having Travis Hunter, you can't just say it affects the defense because it affects offense and defense for them.
Yeah.
It affects their deep pass game, and it affects them shutting down the side of the field. But to answer your question, obviously, you in my career, so we've definitely. If I feel like if I had played certain games, I'd have more than one championship for sure.
I feel like you can feel it. I feel like the second you lose your best corner on the field, it changes the whole game plan on the fly in a different kind of way. It's like it's like a turnover. It's like anything. It's an instant change, instant momentum change in the game. And like everyone has to adjust, and everybody's a little off because they're so used to one thing being so consistent. They're so used to this,
especially when he's that big of a player, like that meaningful.
I Flip Shallow Sanders play the pick 6. Talk to me.
That was nice.
It was nice. He didn't do the dance.
You could tell that was film study.
Huh?
You could tell that was film study.
Oh yeah, he didn't take one step backwards.
If I see this, I'm taking off.
He didn't take one step backwards. He was moving forward the whole time.
Pressing it, good clean hands, pick 6. That was clean.
It was clean. I was like, at the end, I was like, don't get humps. I was like, please don't get humps. That dude was.
Am I allowed to say this stuff? Isn't it mind-boggling how DEIONSANDERS runs a 4.2 and SHEDEURSANDERS runs like a 5.2?
Okay.
I'm like, I want him to run, and then I want him to run like Deion. Like, what?
That's like
actually
like, bro, where's your speed at? Where your speed at?
He has no turbo. He
don't have turbo.
He's deadly accurate.
So here's the thing. I think a bunch of people tonight figured that out, right? Because there's a lot of people who hadn't seen Shedeur in a game until tonight, right?
He's a baller. He is
he's a baller. But I think a lot of the masses.
But I do want him to run like Deion. If he had Deion's wheels, though,
come on,
he'd be
Lamar.
He'd be better than Lamar, I would think.
I mean, better arm, but if he had legs like Deion, he'd be dipping on everybody like Lamar.
The accuracy that he's shown me right now, and I've had Lamar on my team, and I'm saying this.
I'm talking about Lamar's legs. He would be like Lamar's.
Oh, if he had Deion's speed. Legs, who do you think is more accurate, Lamar or Shedeur?
Oh, Shedeur, 100%.
All right. I think Lamar, Lamar obviously has him completely beat when it comes to running. Not even close. Not even close. Lamar got an arm and he can be very accurate. He just be having them wild ones, you know what I mean? Wow. Whoa.
I think the masses expect expect Shedeur to run. And like it's like if you know, if like us, we've seen him, we know how he plays. Like Shedeur ain't trying to run the ball. He's trying to throw for 5 minutes.
No, he's trying to pass it.
He's trying to
when he runs.
He will. He's a willing participant if he needs to run.
Is Mahomes faster?
If he was a step faster, he'd have
Mahomes faster.
Mahomes? Yeah, he is. Mahomes is like sneaky quick. Mahomes is sneaky quick.
So Mahomes is faster than Shedeur?
Yeah, I think so.
That's slow.
No, Shedeur is slow. I think Shedeur would admit that he's slow.
But your dad's Deion. It's like the fastest guy.
Hey, everybody
runs like a quarterback though.
Like everybody can't be Deion. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody can't be. Even his son can't. You know, everybody.
One of them got to be fast. None of them are.
Shiloh was a 4.4. Shiloh was a 4.4. He was trying to get a 4.2.
He didn't pass down at least a 4.3 to anybody.
So apparently, Bucky, welloffmedia, apparently he played safety for like I don't know, like Fresno State or something like that. And he was also a kick returner. And he was like, he had wheels. Like he was actually a good kick returner. He's been out of football for probably 6 years or something. So
he's on the social media, you said.
Huh?
The social media.
Yeah, he's the social media. Yeah. Like he was good at football. He played college ball. But he was a returner. He kind of had wheels. Like he didn't have the full game like Shedeur or Shiloh, but like he had the speed, I think.
So you got to immediately blame the other side of the genetics. Like, hey, we know it wasn't dad, mom.
The thing is though, when you talking about DEIONSANDERS offspring, like they're all good at something, right? Like they're all good at something. Like they're not Deion, but they all got the good athleticism.
I feel like athletic genes are passed down though. Like if your dad's athletic, you're gonna be athletic, right? Like
100%. I think that's why so many.
I mean, they're all athletic. I'm not saying he's not athletic. I don't know. I'm like, yo, you're Deion's son.
Oh no, he's not fast. I think he's actually said that in an interview. I think he's actually said it. He's like, oh no, I'm not fast at all. Like,
yeah. Oh yeah, I'd love to see that interview. That'd be hilarious.
Like he knows.
Tonight's the first time I'm like, like he started running to get the offense going because they kept giving him, they gave him so much space to run.
Yeah,
because he doesn't run. So when he started running, I'm like,
faster.
Run! I'm like, run fast, run faster. What are you doing? Hurry up! Like, what are you doing? Then
go get that first. Go on, go and get it.
You're making it a situation. Just run.
If he was a step faster, he would have had like at least 4 first downs that he did not get today on the scrambles, because he would have just got to the first down quicker. Like he just didn't have that extra gear. You know what I mean? Like, but that's cool. As long as he can throw for 500 and do his thing, and stays.
Bro, what did he have tonight? I know he balled. He had over 300. I'm sure.
Oh, easy, because the overtime, just
right.
That the last drive was 98 yards. Okay.
Took him a while to get warmed up. He wasn't cooking in the beginning. I seen his interview at the end of the game. I'm like, oh, he's Hollywood.
Oh, he's Hollywood as fuck. Oh, he's Hollywood as fuck. He's Hollywood as fuck. Hey, put it in their face, baby. Hey, everybody's doing that all week. They're like, give it to him. You know what time it is, baby? You know what time it is. Okay.
Colorado State wasn't that bad too. They played like it. Colorado State deserves a pat on the back, but ain't no rewards for halfways.
No, ain't no reward for halfway. Ain't no. They will. This is gonna hurt. They played great.
Oh, that hurt. This hurt.
They played
at home
great,
right
and
now.
It's still gonna hurt.
They at home right now. Like every team, you're like, oh, we would have won if I just did this because they were that close.
Yeah,
they had an opportunity to put the game away at the very end. Their defense got holy too. They got Swiss cheesy.
They're gonna be eating themselves up all night. They're gonna be replaying plays in their mind, being like, man, if we'd have just done this, we'd just done that, because they had a lot of if we'd have just done this moments where like the game could have easily changed if we just made this one play or this one play.
Penalties, I'm telling you, the penalties they had were timely. Brought them back. Scoring touchdowns. They had scored touchdowns and brought them back.
So this happened.
Remember the one dude scored a touchdown. Number 14, matter of fact, the Norton kid slid off and blasted dude on the crackback. Called the touchdown back. Like, oof.
That's gonna be the narrative, right? Like the coach who was like, take your hat and your sunglasses off, was like, we're the blue collar team, we're the disciplined team, and da da da. And it's like, nah, bro. Like, it's football and it's a rivalry.
I almost died laughing.
Don't look disciplined,
bro. I almost died laughing when I seen the coach had the blue work shirt, like the blue mechanic shirt with the names. I'm like, yo, is there like a handbook for this? Does every coach do that? Does every coach give you the blue shirt with the name tag? Like, who came up with that? Oh, you're just a blue collar.
Listen, that shit is stupid.
I have 3 shirts. That's all I'm saying.
Shit is stupid as fuck, and I tell you why. DeionSanders is proving every day why that shit is stupid as fuck. It's like that. It's that conformist bullshit. It's like, look at Deion on the sideline. He's wearing a fucking hoodie and fucking chains and sunglasses. Like, we're not from the hood. Like, this is who we are. Like, we're not gonna get away from who we are. We can still play with class and do our thing and be disciplined and still be ourselves. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the things he is changing the most about the whole college landscape. It's like, we're gonna be us and do it right. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna, and it's only gonna look even better as we get better and get more players, and we still keep our swag. It's gonna be like, you can do both. You don't gotta be, Nick Saban, disciplinarian, like not letting people be who they are, like just to win. Like, you can be a disciplinarian and let kids be who they are. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be the biggest change in college football, because recruits are going to be looking for coaches who are like, I need you to be a little bit more like Prime. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm going to come to your school, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't got to be an asshole all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, this proven now. I think that's where he's changing the game the most. Just swag.
And he's making Colorado like going to USC on the sideline, bro. Just
stars. USC 0304
tonight. You hear Offset tonight? He's like, yeah, we're gonna win. I said, oh, Offset's we now, huh?
Yeah, we. Wow. Oh,
that's what's up.
I'm good with it, baby. Give it.
No. I'm saying it's dope, but it's just like, wow.
Hey, we go bandwagon buffs, man. I'm telling you, the dude who does the YouTube channel, he is literally called BWB, bandwagon buffs. And he just owns it. He's like, yo, I don't know shit about Colorado, but I love Deion and I'm all in. And he just started a whole chat, and he's like, everybody's welcome. And I'm like, it's the same. Like, come on this bandwagon, jump on, come on.
Gotta respect it. I respect it.
Gotta respect it. It's like,
I'm not hating on it.
You need a new home? Come on to Colorado. Like, it's us.
Right.
Come on. Yeah,
the new team to like.
Yeah, it's the culture, man. And so this is what I was talking about with who was I talking about this with? I guess it was Taj the other day. When the coach says something like he said, right? If it's a white coach, we know how that narrative goes, right? Like, coach is just old school, racist, whatever the fuck he is, whatever, right? But like, when it's a black coach, you got to kind of like take a step back. Cause it was the dumbest comments ever. First of all, because all you did was like piss off another team, right? It should have resulted in a blowout, but it didn't, because apparently they had to fire up their ass too. But when you say things like that, and you're a black coach, you insult the culture, bro, because Deion is the culture. And that's what people don't understand. Like, why does this happen? It's like it's not the hype. It's like Deion is the culture. You offended the culture when you offended Deion. Everybody loves Deion. We got bandwagon buffs from all over the world right now. Like, and when you insult him, his players was like, I don't know if you should have said that about Deion. CSU, there was some CSU fans who was like, I kind of like Deion. Like, I don't know if you should say all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you offend everybody when that happens. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I mean, his comments were more just like, you ain't got no respect. Like, you're a little cocky type.
Had to go serve the community.
You back.
Had to go serve the community, you know what I mean?
I feel you, man.
Oh, did you
just go save some people and then come back?
Just like that.
Show them what it is. Show them what it is. Show them what it is, Pat.
Like that.
Show them what it is, Pat.
Just out here.
Pat.
Congratulations on getting out there. I didn't know you was out there now.
Yeah, bro. All the way certified Monday. Passed that paramedic thing, bro. I'm good. I feel like I'm in transition straight.
Out here really putting out.
It's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing.
Getting out easy.
Did California firefighters get paid more because of the fires?
Sure, probably.
I don't know, but whoever they lucky when you show up. They don't know it until afterwards. But
yeah,
you got Pat Williams showing up to save your ass. You could be all right.
I got you.
I got you, baby. Like this ain't Elmer Fudd over here coming in and knocking this door down. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I got you.
Hey, so listen, Flip. We was talking about how dumb the coach's comments were, right? But if it's a white guy, we get it. Like, it's just racist comments. Everybody gonna take it to that place, right? But when it's the black coach, it takes us all aback. Like, and essentially what you did, you insulted Deion, sure, but you insulted the culture. And like, insulting the culture is way bigger than insulting one man. You know what I'm saying? Like, because Deion is the culture. And so the culture is with Deion. That is very clear now. All over the world, right? Like, so when you insult Deion, it's like everybody's like, ooh, like, bro, what are you doing? Like, we all like this. Like, just at this point, you got to shut up. You don't, or just don't take it that far, even in a rivalry, right? Like,
and like once you done said it, bro, don't do no backpedaling. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you said what you said, you meant what you said. Now stand by what you said. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, you said it. Like, it'd have been different coming from somebody else, but you would think that, somebody of your stature, bro, would understand kind of what's going on in the movement and what's happening, like, right here in front of your face that you get to witness. You could have took the platform to a whole nother, like, you could have taken it in the direction that you want to go to, but you chose to go backwards. You know what I'm saying? Like, you chose to, oh, that's disrespectful and all that. Like, man, come on, bro. Like,
I do think he was looking for a soundbite in that moment.
I'm about to say, if he won this game.
Oh, bro, come on.
If he won this game, bro, we would not. It would be a different.
It'd have been too much.
Comments would have been funny now. It'd have been on a T-shirt.
Exactly. It'd have been too much to take because they'd have wore that shit out. They'd have just wore it out. You know what I mean? And like, it's like I said, we are privileged to have these conversations during a win, right? Like, it's easy to talk about the negatives in a win, but like, man, my God, if he'd have won this game, it would have been so bad. For a whole year, it would have been bad. It just been all year. It's been all bad, man. Not the season would have been bad, but in the state of Colorado, the actual CU-CSU rivalry and the people who lived in the state of Colorado every day, it would have been terrible, bro. Like, they would have been insufferable. The CSU fans would have been like, they walk in the room, you're like, we got to go. We can't even be here around these CSU fans, man. But they're doing the press conference now. Yeah. I do want to hear what he said, but I don't know. I just think you can't insult the culture. No one can and get away with it. Not, you know what I mean? Like, you take it to a new level. And like, you insult Deion at this point, you insult the culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's bigger than Deion at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's bigger than everybody. It's like, you can't just you know, you got celebrities on the sideline. Like, you got to just kind of accept the moment and lean in. I think Uncle Neely, the guy who does the pregame show, he was talking about it on the DNVR Buffs show, I guess yesterday or 2 days ago, and he was just like, if you're in his position as a coach, or anybody in this position moving forward, you got to accept this and ride with it, right? Because if you're in this pig pen with us, right? I think his saying was, you're not the biggest hog at the trough. You know what I'm saying? When you're not, you got to understand that, right? So like, if you're not the biggest hog in the trough, you still in the pen, you still next to him, right? Like, you still have an opportunity to shine. The tight end shine, that receiver shine. Like, dudes made names for themselves on a big stage. You feel me? And like, I don't know, like, he could have used this moment to propel himself. Instead, he took a step back. I mean, look, okay, boys. What's the game plan? What do the coaches got to do this week? Because we're not getting any new players. We are going to get some people healthier, but essentially, aside from 1 or 2 more people that we might get back from health,
so they took Buddy to the hospital.
Yeah, I know. I think he tore up his lung.
I thought it was like something rib or something.
They didn't say anything about what it was, but my thought was he probably cracked a rib, because the way he was rolling around, the shot, the kind of like upward, you know, as he's coming down, shot in the gut, that's a rib for sure. And the way he was rolling around the ground was like, that just seems like a rib. And then when they took him to the hospital, I was like, okay, maybe that might have punctured a lung. You know what I'm saying?
I thought like broken ribs.
And that dude went to Boulder High, I think, number 11, who did it.
The guy hit him?
Yeah, the guy who hit him. Yeah, he went to Boulder High.
Y'all gonna have a red dot on dude, bro.
Bruh, you know, he would have been the hood hero, though, if they'd won.
Let's go, bro.
The guy niggas that got Travis, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
That changed the game, though.
It did.
Man.
It did. It shouldn't have changed it that much, but it did. It just did. All right, so Jimbo.
Yeah.
What do the coaches do? Like, what do they talk about? What do they have to fix before they play Oregon? Because they're coming to Oregon.
What do they need to fix? What can they fix? Are 2 different things.
What can they fix? What's in the realm of possibility to fix?
Oh, they're gonna shore up that pass defense for sure. Figure out some way to take. If they have a great player, figure out a way to take him out the game. Put cover 2 to the side.
Do you think they have to change it up completely based on what they put on film?
No, I mean, Shedeur's going to do what Shedeur does. They have on defense. On defense, we're just holy. It's just they just bend but don't break mentality by the Buffs, which ended up prevailing, but made it a game.
I think it's going to end up having to be. They're going to have like some other guys to kind of develop in specific roles. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to be. Hey, if we running man, you're gonna be. I just need you to play man, bro. I need you to chase this man across the field. You know what I'm saying? They need either some depth player or some maybe young guy develops, just comes on, you know, having a good practice or whatever. But I think like the depth is gonna start to kind of show up a little bit, because I mean, if you're gonna run crosses, you're gonna try to go man, your guys are gonna get tired, bro. You don't want a big drop off going down to your second corner, your third safety. You know what I mean? Whatever it is. So they're gonna have to have some of those guys that are like playing special teams or whatever that you trust a little bit on the field. Yeah, step up and play. You know what I mean? They're
gonna have to get reps. They're gonna have to get reps this week in practice. They're gonna have to get reps. Yeah. Especially if we don't have Travis for the next game. A lot of dudes gonna have to get reps in practice this week.
I think offensively, I mean, I was still like maybe I'm old school. I don't know. But I would still like to see more so of a like, yeah, if you can't run downhill at them, then let's go off tackle, bro. Let's go just some kind of more of a like a sustained run game. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't really like the quick outlet passes, bro.
Like, hey, bro. I ain't even mad. I know exactly where you at right now. By the way, it's about to be 1 a.m. here, so I get you, baby. I get you.
What happened?
Jimmy was just like. He just faded away, bro. He was just off to the sunset, bro. He was off to the sunset. Oh man. Okay, so Flip. Pat, what is your favorite CSU memory from the games, the CSU, the Rocky Mountain Showdowns that you played
in? I got a couple, bro.
Come on.
So one was Ewu's interception, return for a touchdown.
Yeah.
Thought that shit was live. Like my first ever college game. You know what I'm saying? Like Ewu was like one of the first cats, one of the first like older cats I met when I got there. And he kind of had that, Ewu just kind of quiet.
Ewu was the OG, man. He was
tough,
the OG.
Like you don't want to fuck with him. But caught the pick. He had a big hit in the game. He then hit a pick for for a touchdown. And then it was the obviously like the last stop, that last game. Lorenzo stopped him. Dominique strikes out down the field. I think he made the tackle. That one. And then it was like one of my first like big plays, bro. It was like, I don't know, I think it was my redshirt freshman year that they probably that following year I had they was rolling to zone. They were in zone blitz. And I ran a slant. It was like my first, like I think redshirt freshman year. I took it for like, I don't know, like 25 yards, whatever. Those are my three, bro. Like I feel like, all right, yeah. I made a contribution. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Bro, I was sitting there really thinking. I don't know.
You have a pick six or nothing against CSU?
Nothing.
You know what though? They didn't really throw at you in college, man.
No.
Maybe your freshman year, but after that, they didn't really throw at you much.
No.
So what was your external memory though? Like maybe not even a play you made.
I mean, just beating them when we first got there. I guess it was like my redshirt freshman year. We went down there and we played them, and we beat them. And Mile High. That was a fun. That was a fun little afternoon. The worst thing is I taped some brand new shoes. I taped my ankles with some brand new shoes that game, and I tied them up real tight. And by the end of the game, bro, I couldn't even walk when I took them off because I had like messed up my feet so bad. That's really
you like cut off your circulation.
Bro, I don't know. Like the outside of my foot hurt so bad, we put pressure on it, I couldn't walk at all. It was crazy. I didn't know what I did. I made it like through almost 4 quarters. I took them off like fourth quarter.
Your feet was numb.
Bro, numb. They taped my feet so tight, and then I had the shoe on, brand new shoes that day, brand new cleats, and they don't form right. And when I tell you that my foot hurt so bad, that's all I remember really from the day. Because I was only on special teams.
I would have taken better care of my feet back in the day if I'd have known how they was gonna feel now. My feet be killing me, bro, and I just be like, I should just took better care of my feet, man, when I was younger, man. We was playing like, my God.
I'd have never back squatted 600 pounds.
Right.
We should took better care of my feet, man.
Right.
Now listen, my two are my freshman year, my redshirt freshman year. So I wasn't even playing. I had surgery. I was on the sideline, but we was playing in Mile High, and it was the Lightning game. And it's when Jeremy Bloom. It was like raining. Wow. Literally, they sold. It was a Mile High. They sold the tickets like 50-50. So literally, the crowd was like black and gold on one side, and then the Broncos Stadium, and then green, and like it was literally perfectly split. And right when Jeremy Bloom caught the pass for the touchdown, lightning struck at the exact same time right outside the stadium. It was the most like electric, literally moment ever. Like everybody went nuts. Like it was. I think it might have been to win the game. We definitely took the lead with that, but it was like, okay, this is different. Like especially like your first game, as a college player, and then that very next game we went down to Florida State. In Florida State and had another crazy atmosphere game. I was just like, okay, college football is different. And then my second memory, I was talking to Pat about it before you came on. It was literally like deja vu of what just happened here tonight, at least the end of the game. when we, you know, Iwu got hurt for the last 2 series or something. So I'm a redshirt freshman, first game, actually playing, get thrown out there for the most important 2 drives of the game. And, you know, I was nervous, but I just kind of blacked out and played. I ended up playing well. The final play of the game, I was down in my stands. I was like, please don't come this way with this shit. I don't want to have to. I'm like, I don't want to have to be the guy that like, this game is all right. And then it went to the other side, and that's what Pat was talking about when Lorenzo deflected it, game over. Everybody storms the field. Like it was just like it ended the same in the exact same.
Yeah, hey, Colorado just a film stormer. Like,
oh yeah, that's our thing, bro.
That's all we do is storm the field, bro. I've been a part of like 6.
I think
West Virginia, Oklahoma.
We average like
we beat somebody. I don't even know who it was. When I was number 35, we beat somebody. We only won 2 games.
We average like 4 field storms a year. Yeah, we storm the field. That's our thing. Like we do that. You know, we're gonna have to act like we've been there at some point soon. But like, but for right now, everybody just real happy. You know what I mean? Everybody just
storming the field for Colorado State tonight. I'm like, come on, man.
Hey, you know we on national television.
It's Boulder, baby. Hey,
they faded. You know they faded. Everybody faded. They like we going on the field. Goddamn it, we. Hey. You know what I mean?
They put the goalposts down immediately as soon as they won the game.
We've been sitting here sad for 3 hours. You know, wondering if we gonna win or lose. Like we about to let all this out on the field,
bro.
All right, Flip. Last question: how live is Boulder gonna be tonight?
Not as live as it's about to be for September 30th for the USC game.
No, I'm not. No, that's gonna be crazy. I'm talking about tonight, like right now as we talk. What is happening?
I mean, you gotta think how many The Rock's out there right now,
bruh. It's lit in Boulder right now. Boulder looks like Vegas right now. Boulder looks like Vegas right now, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine the SC game.
It's gonna be nuts. Snoop's coming. You know Snoop's coming.
Everybody's gonna be
something like the BET Awards.
Yeah, that's what they been saying. It's gonna be like the BET Awards. I'm with it. I'm so with it.
It really is though, and that's the problem. There'll be no football players, no alumni. It's gonna be all actresses and actors.
Hey, I think Prime gets it though. He gives the former Buffs pro, like all the former Buffs got sideline passes, bro. Like all of them got passes, bro.
Oh, did they?
They said they gave up like 200 media credentials for the game or some shit, like something stupid like that, like 200 media
crazy thick sideline.
We don't, and you know how shallow that sideline is.
I would say sideline already kind of small.
Yeah. You know you're gonna be packed over in the corner.
That's cool, as long as I'm down there.
Hey, that's it. I just want to be down there. That's it. Like I'll be off in the corner. We be good. It's all good. You know what I mean? Just get some thumbs ups here and there. I have my shades on the whole time.
Yeah. Did you see Deion take his shades off tonight? It shit, the hoes got too dark.
Yeah, they got too dark. I
can't see shit.
Coach Prime.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, about a quarter in, he was like, "Okay, this is enough."
Yeah, I done did it. They got the photos.
I gotta see. I gotta be able to see. Yeah, I gotta be able to see.
Y'all get a pair? I'm gonna order some shit.
Nah,
I'm telling you though.
I
would. What you say?
I'm gonna order something.
The what?
The mirror tent.
Oh, I love those. Actually, Taj bought me a pair. He sent them to my house. And guess what the fucking delivery date is? December 11th. Because they're so back ordered.
Oh, damn.
Well, that's what's up.
They sold 1.2 million pairs of them yesterday after they were on First Take in the Pat McAfee show. 1.2 million pairs of Deion's glasses got sold.
Because the niggas like Taj, bro.
I mean, Taj bought some that day and sent them to my house. They were already back ordered. December 11th, I get mine.
That's crazy.
It's crazy, bro. But you know, that man is he's a walking cash machine.
What? They got commercials. They got what? They really killing the game. It's good to see it.
They said that the Boulder business community made $18 million Saturday night after the game, after Nebraska. $18 million into the economy.
How?
Businesses, restaurants,
hotels.
Wow.
Ubers, Lyfts, the swag shop.
18 million, though? That's a lot of money.
$18 million in one night.
Boulder getting money, huh?
Boulder getting money, baby. If you own a business in Boulder,
you're not going to start a business right now? Where Boulder's popping? Then get out?
Can they get out of Boulder?
They go start a business in Boulder right now. Why it's popping?
Oh, this is the time. Or if you just started one, thinking like, I wonder if it's gonna be okay. It's all right now.
What are you trying to do? Start a selling shop? Niggas is high out there a lot.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, we're gonna print some T-shirts of this logo up here. I saw a bunch of half-ass versions of this in the stands today. I'm like, okay, we gonna sell these T-shirts. This shit is fly.
I know after the game, I'm gonna go hit the Chiba Hut. This is where I'd be.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Oh, dog.
I'd have been at the Sink or probably Cage China on the rooftop.
Yeah.
Hey, Chiba Hut's not there no more, bro.
Is Cage China still there? Please don't ruin my night. Is Cage China there?
Man, bro, I used to go get that White Widow.
Oh,
that should be so good.
Cage is gone. Oh.
Hey, you know what else is gone? Big City Burrito.
Yeah, Big City gone.
I wonder how recognizable the town is right now. I ain't been back to Boulder in probably 5 years.
It looks completely different. Like that 28th Street Mall. Like they've expanded that. On Folsom, was that Folsom, man? Arapahoe right there in that corner. That looks a little different now.
Yeah, it looks way different over there.
Yeah. They got a new my little spot I like to go to is Backcountry Pizza. They got some bomb wings. It's nice. It's right there, kind of like on Folsom and Arapahoe.
As long as they don't change the spots on the hill, man. Like all the favorite joints on the hill. Like, what about Cosmos Pizza?
Gone.
Cosmos.
It was on the bottom floor of Cage China. Like Cosmos was first level and Cage China was third level.
Gone.
I don't remember seeing it.
It's gone.
I think so.
Remember they had the hot sauce ranch?
Yep, the spicy ranch.
Yeah.
He said the hot sauce ranch.
The hot sauce ranch, baby. Listen. In Tennessee, at least, obviously everybody do it now, but I had never seen anybody put ranch on pizza until I got to Colorado. I thought motherfuckers was crazy. And then I tried it, of course, and I was like, okay, this is the only way to do this. But
all right, hold on.
Don't set the alarm off.
Just sound like a spaceship.
Yeah, it did, didn't it?
Deion's all over the place, bro. I'm watching him on the commercial.
He everywhere, baby. He's money, baby. He's walking money. He's walking, talking money, man. All these other schools that passed on him look like fucking idiots right now. They just look so dumb.
The crazy part about it is it took Deion, a Hall of Famer, Hall of Fame player. It took somebody like him, bro, to get an opportunity. I think EB been coaching for how long?
Forever. Since he stopped playing, basically.
Deion's like the cream of the crop, and he had to do all this shit just to get an opportunity.
We gonna do an episode one of these weeks, and it's gonna be just about Coach Prime, and that's all I want to talk about is like what he means to us. Just Coach Prime, like even if it's just like 20 minutes, 30 minutes at some point, like in the next couple of weeks, I just want to do one on Coach Prime and just give him his flowers and just like talk about what he means to us and the culture and like, growing up, I had all his jerseys. Mind you, my last name is Sanders, so I had all his jerseys. And I used to be like, when I was a kid, I used to be like, oh yeah, that's my cousin. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean?
Can't fuck.
I mean, he changed the culture, man. He changed the culture all the way back then until now. Draft day, blinged out.
Sanders.
Blinged out with his shit on draft day. Nobody did that shit.
Right. That wet dry curl.
Yeah, that wet dry curl, baby. It looked wet, but it was dry. It looked wet, but it was dry. He like,
my damn gate won't close.
The what? What do you say? What?
In his press conference.
You know what I hate the most? Medium salsa, bro. Like
condoms.
It's gotta be hot, bro. It's gotta be hot. Like, who gets medium salsa?
He said condoms.
Real crazy. They didn't even say me hot.
I just didn't expect it. You caught me off guard.
Taco over there?
I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with you there.
What? You like medium salsa, bro?
No. You said what do you hate? What do you hate the most? And Pat said condoms.
I thought I said condoms.
He said condoms. No, Pat said condoms. That's what I hate the most. Yeah.
Oh shit! He ain't got enough kids to say that yet.
I was saying that for you.
Oh, me? Nah, medium salsa, cuz.
Nah, everything's hot in this house. Actually, to a stupid degree. I wish some of the things we had in this house wasn't so hot. Some of the sauces we had wasn't so hot. We don't have no mild nothing. Like everything's hot as fuck.
Yeah, I don't even know anybody medium salsa.
I like the punishment. I don't know why.
Salsa only good if it burns.
I don't know why. It's better if it burns. I don't know why.
Where are your
glasses? Like I ain't got no. I don't know. I'm not even enthusiastic about eating some midnight snack out here, though. Man, you know what's crazy? My wife gave one taco tonight. She gave me one taco, and I can't find the rest. I know they come in threes.
You say you got tacos and you can't find them?
I can't find the taco.
Hey, find some glasses real quick.
I want to wake her up midnight.
So I can get this thumbnail.
Oh, yeah. I totally forgot about that, dog.
You start looking for a burglar. An intruder.
Start looking for these tacos, which is crazy that there's not one.
Start looking for an intruder.
One taco. That's insane.
Good, man. I was like, I wanted to get us all with some shades on.
Medium salsa.
That's that bullshit.
Nigga, it ain't no flavor. Ain't gotta put salt in it and shelf and shit.
They made that in Boulder, huh?
They probably did though, for real.
Ain't got no seasoning. Huh?
Nigga, I am starving right now though.
All right, y'all. Next week we got Oregon. Or I guess when y'all seeing this, it's gonna be this week. I'm gonna be at the game. I'm here in Oregon already. So anybody
How far is that drive?
What'd you say?
How far is that drive?
For you, probably game day is gonna be like 4 hours.
This is Spanish medium.
The what?
It's spicy. It's a Spanish medium. It's kind of spicy.
There you go. They put an extra habanero in there for you.
Mm-hmm.
What about all these fucking teams that ain't supposed to be losing? Fucking losing. Alabama lost at home. Tennessee lost at home. Like it's a lot of dudes on teams is kind of.
It's early in the season.
It's early, but the stars are aligning. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
right.
Aligning, man.
Yeah.
People are showing their true colors right now.
It's a whole lot of teams wishing they were 3-0 right now. I know that.
Yeah, no, for sure.
No matter how they got there, they wish they was 3-0 right now. That's for damn sure.
It's not easy to be undefeated, period. I don't care how you get there, what team you play. But
that's it. It ain't easy.
You got to keep winning.
It ain't easy.
And it's not easy to come back in situations like that. They got a lot of pressure on them, and they're living up to the bill so far.
Yeah, they're already
halfway at my base minimum for the year.
Oh yeah, you number 11 and you number Tennessee. I mean,
I said my base minimum 6 for 6. Base minimum.
So I guess 10-2 is what I've been saying all year. Like they're gonna I just left the door open for Oregon, USC, maybe Utah or Oregon State, like any one of those teams to fall to. But I know we're gonna beat at least 2 of them for.
This is pre-TCU?
This was preseason. This is everything. Like I'm like 10 wins. Like I knew they was gonna be TCU, and the only reason why is because they didn't know shit about us. You can't watch film. You can't watch film on a team with 80 new players. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do? Go watch UCF film and some Florida State film and some Auburn film, like, because that's where them players came from. Like
I was like,
yeah, that's a good point though. TCU was blind going into that game.
They were blind.
They had no scouting reports on nobody.
They didn't know what to expect. All of a sudden, here goes 3 streaking down the field 2 times in a row.
Right? He runs for it too.
And they like, he's a freshman, so you had to watch high school film to know what the hell he was gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like, they had no clue what was coming.
No, that's a good point.
Here's the thing, and I think I said this to you about TCU, but I think all 3 teams we played are good. I think TCU's good. I think Nebraska's good. I think CSU is good. I think all 3 of them are going to have good seasons. Like, I think they proved to themselves that they're good, right? Like, Nebraska's got a great defense. Like, I think TCU's overall good. CSU, I feel like they're going to come out of this game with some confidence. They about to slap the Mountain West because they like
did they not
went toe to toe with CU. They played. No, they did play today. They won. I was looking at the score. Who was it?
Did Nebraska not play today?
No, Nebraska didn't play today.
When did they play? Sundays?
I don't know. They needed a timeout though. Nebraska needed a timeout after that loss. It's gonna be a minute before they get. That
was a pretty close game though.
Yeah, but Nebraska takes the L to us more like.
TCU played Houston.
CSU's gonna recover fast. Nebraska, they took that one on the chin. Like they, that's a soul crusher for them.
What was the TCU game score?
They played Houston 36-13.
Yeah.
So Houston's good. Oklahoma slapped Tulsa as they should, 66-17. But really, nobody took care of business the way they should have, except for Oklahoma today.
Texas is good again.
Yeah, they're going to be a problem for everybody. They're going to be a real problem. Let's see, all FBS.
They watched Texas A&M go to the SEC and do well. They're like, we can go out here too.
Oh, did Ryan win today?
Oh no, they were down. No, I think they lost. They were down when I was watching.
I think when I glanced at the score, it was only the first. They were down, but it was like only the first quarter. So I was like, well, anything could happen. Yeah, they lost 35.
Got the game.
Oh my God, he lost to his old team.
Nah, it's Syracuse.
Oh, Syracuse. He was Illinois. Never mind.
Illinois.
They lost 35-20.
They had a lot of turnovers.
I'm so fucking happy for him. We gonna talk about him on a whole episode. We gonna talk about him.
So are they 2-1 right now or 1-1?
1-1.
No, they're 1-2.
Oh, that's right. They played 3 games, huh? Mm-hmm. BYU beat Arkansas. Wow.
Arkansas trash.
It's some fucked up scores on here. Sacramento State beat Stanford.
Did they?
State did?
30-23. Sacramento State beat Stanford 30-23.
Stanford's struggling right now.
They're struggling bad right now. See, they could get in trouble. They could actually start sliding into like no man's land here. Because after they lost their coach, the black dude, can't remember his name.
Shaw.
If they lost Shaw, they've been on a downward spiral. And now they was the last one to get picked up. Like you the last pick. Like y'all picking teams, to play 5-on-5, and you the last person to get picked. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I think it's demoralizing for the program. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's demoralizing us losing to Sac State.
That is demoralizing. That will cause the season to not go well. Oh yeah, Shedeur had 348 passing yards. He was 38 for 47 for 348. Like, that's what he looks like in a bad game.
Right. He's accurate, bro.
38 for 47.
He was like right at like 1,300 yards on the year.
He came into this game leading the country in passing, and he didn't lose it today. I know that.
Definitely did.
Huh?
So he definitely didn't lose no yards.
No. He's probably still number one. Yeah. Okay. 38 for 47, 348, and 4 touchdowns. And 1 interception, which was a
strip.
Yeah, strip. Yeah. So like, he's crazy.
So really, the Duke got it.
All right, y'all. It's been real. It's been a great episode. We'll get to talking about some Oregon here later on in the week, but I'll see y'all on the flip. I'll catch y'all later.
Hey, on the flip.
Peace.
For sure.
All right, man. Peace. Good shit.